Yep, this is how my BMW E60 ended. Smashed front and back, and it wasn't even my fault. I'm going to tell you exactly what's happened, and at the end I'll show you what I've replaced it with. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you've been following me, you'll know I had a BMW E60, but unfortunately I don't have it anymore. In this video I'll be letting you guys know exactly what happened to the car and what I've done with it. So it all happened here in Rotherham, Akbar's restaurant, which is very known in the UK. Happened in this car park, and just to clarify, the team there have been super supportive and tried as best as they can, but I will mention the flaws that were there as a precaution. I went out, it was just a normal day, nothing out of the ordinary. I was with my family, we decided to go to Akbar's. We went inside, just normal, and obviously I came out and we were just going to get into the car. My wife was the first one to notice, and she told me that someone's hit my car. And I just thought it was one of them days that she's just winding me up. So I looked myself and realized, yeah, some idiot has just hit my car. And so the first thing naturally is what I'd look for, a note on my windscreen. No notes were left. Absolute scumbags. Looking at the damage now, you can see it's been hit with some impact with force. My car has moved out of its parking bay and the back end has made contact with the building. Luckily the building was not damaged. Unfortunately my car was. Now I looked at it and I was very frustrated. I'll be very honest. You can see me storming away. I looked around, there was CCTV, and I was very thankful for that. Although, spoiler alert, it was useless. I stormed back in, got in touch with the manager, spoke to the manager. I told him what happened, and he's come out, he's checked, so I demanded to see the CCTV. Fortunately, the camera that was facing my car was out of order. I mean, what is my luck? I had to work with the cameras that are facing the entrance of the car park and the exit of the car park. So when I looked at the footage, every car that's come in and come out has stayed for a while, and there's nothing out of the ordinary. So as you can see from the damage, you can see some cracked tail light. So the first thing is I was looking for the cracked tail light damage on any vehicles that are leaving on the exit CCTV footage. And I found a few suspected vehicles, and when it comes to zooming in to get the registration, just to find out for confirmation, I mean, just look at the footage yourself. It looks like it's been recorded by a potato. That's one thing I would say. Akbar's Rotherham, what are you doing? This is not a dig at the restaurant, but I will not be going back to that restaurant, not with my car anyway. But long story short, I couldn't find out who did it. There's only one suspected vehicle, which I think it is, only Allah knows, but Allahu Alam, is a Ford Transit van. That's the only vehicle to stay within 10 minutes of the premises, and the only vehicle to drive fast when leaving the restaurant, whereas all the other cars that I suspected drove normally out. If I had their mindset, the people that has hit my car, the first thing I'd do is realize, oh, just drive out of there as quickly as I possibly can before anyone stops me or anyone sees anything, my registration or whatnot. Anyway, that's what the person's done. I presume it's this van. Now, the aftermath, what I decided to do. So I took a look at the repair costs, because obviously if you guys are here, you'd know this is what the channel is about. Fixing cars, modifying cars, self-car DIY hacks, etc. So I looked at the costs. It's going to need a new headlight. It's going to need a front bumper repair. It's going to need the wing repaired. A little bit of a bonnet touch-up. All of these costs, again, it's just frustrating thinking about it at the time, especially when it's annoying because it's going to come out of my own pocket. When the incident happened, my love for that car just died with it, to be fair. Because it's one of them cases, obviously, I don't want to take money out of my own pocket just to repair my car and all the damages that wasn't even caused by me. Added up the total costs, it was excessive. It was just, it was coming over £1,000, and this is second-hand parts from eBay without getting it spray painted. If I was to do a straight replace, if it's just to repair what I had and replace the headlights, that worked out around the same. It's not just that. I opened my bonnet and the windscreen washer holder has a big crack in it, which means I got to replace that. Now I looked up. I know from the outside it doesn't seem as severe as I'm about to say. However, when I look from the inside, the inner mechanism of my car has moved inwards like this. Now that means I need to mess around with the structure bar, and that's something it's just not worth me doing. I even reported it to the police. I can't do nothing about it because I don't have the registration. So the police, they were no good in this case. So I decided to get rid of that car. I sold it. Alhamdulillah, I somehow made good money out of that car. So technically it wasn't a loss for me, which I'm pleased about, but I am gutted. Because I love that car and I really wanted to create a new legacy with that car. It's quite a shame though, if you ask me, just owning that car for 6 months and it's gone. So I didn't really get to enjoy the car as much as I wanted to. Of course, I wasn't going to stay carless for long. So here's a short video of my new car. I will be making another video on this with more mods and my journey with this car, and you guys will be riding with me. Honestly, I think you guys are going to love what I have planned. So that is the story why I no longer own my BMW E60 and what's happened to it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next one.